I think this angle is good. If it's not, I am so very sorry. Hi, welcome to a new vlog. You've read the title of the video, but I thought I would explain it a little bit. Black History Month, so I thought we would do a video celebrating some Black authors. So I picked out two book series that are on my TBR that I thought we would read in this video. So I have the books with me here, two separate series that we're going to go over in this video. They're both fantasy series. One of them I've already started. We're going to reread the books and then like continue the series, and then one that I have not read. So the first series, and they're both not complete series, unfortunately. So the first series, which is the one that I think we're going to start with, is Legendborn by Tracy Dion. This series is so good. I've read the first two books, so this is Legendborn, and then the second book is Bloodmark, and then the third book is Oathbound. So I haven't read Oathbound. This came out last year, and it's so thick. It's like 650 pages. But I read Legendborn in like 2023, or no, I read it in like 2022, and then I read Bloodmark in 2023. Maybe I read them both in 2023, but I read them a long time ago, so I remember like how much I loved them, and I remember what I loved about them, but details of the plot and everything is quite wiped from my mind. Like I remember them again, like I remember what I liked about them. I remember little things and little details and like the synopsis and like the spark notes, but I don't remember like every detail. So I'm really excited to get back into this world and to revisit this world. So we are going to start with Legendborn, and I think we'll read all three of these books before we get into the other series that we're going to read in this video, but we are going to read both of the series in this video. I really love this series. It talks a lot about grief and obviously race, but it talks a lot about it's an Arthurian retelling. Also, it's an urban fantasy, and it's an Arthurian retelling that has a lot of magic tied to tradition, but also tied to there's kind of two different streams of magic in this world. There's like secret societies, a little bit of dark academia. It's really got a lot going on. There's a little bit of a love triangle as well. It's very dark. It's got such likable characters, and it's just so beautiful. So I'm really excited because I genuinely don't remember nearly as much about these books as I want to. So I'm really excited to actually get back into these books and to continue with Oathbound, because the way the Bloodmark ended, I remember being like so sad that I had to wait for the next book. So very excited. The next series that we're going to read, this is the first book. We have Immortal Dark, and the second book, this is a trilogy, so there's going to be one more, but this is the second one, Eternal Ruin. This is a, as far as I know, is a dark academia fantasy romance. It's YA. These are both YA, and so it's like a vampire academy, I believe, and I know that the author is Ethiopian, so I don't know if that is like the only African influence in the story, or if she kind of ties in other cultural aspects, or if it's mainly Ethiopian inspired, but I don't know every detail about the plot. I just know that there's vampires. It's dark academia. They're going to a school. I think she's a princess or an heiress. She's inheriting the throne of some kind. There may or may not be a love triangle. I think I'll save reading the synopsis for when we get to the part of the video where we're reading this book, but I do actually have the special edition of Eternal Ruin. The sprayed edges say love is the first enemy, death is the second. Very nice, and it's very gorgeous. So these books are very beautiful. I've heard nothing but good things, and I do also, before I bought Immortal Dark, I got it on Audible, so I do have the audiobook if we want to listen to it. I've heard the audiobook is quite good. So yes, so really just wanted to make this video to highlight some Black authors, because I feel that something, POC authors especially, but Black authors specifically, that isn't highlighted enough in the book community, especially on booktok. I feel like there's only the same few books that are like the token books that get highlighted, and I just really wanted to make a video where we can celebrate Black authors and talk about, especially in fantasy. Like I feel like fantasy, there's this especially a lack of Black female leads and that kind of thing. So I'm always looking to diversify my reads and to find more diverse reads. So I want that's something I really want to do going into 2026. I have a lot of more diverse reads on my TBR, more diverse authors on my TBR that have been on my TBR, but I for some reason never pick reading them because I prioritize trending books. I think that's been my fault in the past, and I want to just stop doing that, because to be honest, the books that I've been putting off are the ones that are more interesting to me. So anyway, sorry for the spiel, but yeah, we've got 5 books to read. These are the 2 series that I really wanted to highlight because I think they deserve to be highlighted. So yeah, we're gonna start with, where did it go? We're gonna start tonight with Legendborn. So yeah, very excited. I don't necessarily remember where this book starts off on. I'm so excited. So should we read the synopsis? We should read the synopsis. Let me get some of these books out of the way. So this is Legendborn, book 1. After her mother dies in an accident, 16-year-old Bree Matthews wants nothing to do with her family memories or childhood home. A residential program for bright young high schoolers at UNC Chapel Hill seems like the perfect escape until Bree witnesses a magical attack her very first night on campus. Oh, yes. A flying demon feeding on human energies. A secret society of so-called legendborn students who hunt the creatures down, and a mysterious teenage maid who calls himself mage. Sorry, I said maid. And a mysterious teenage mage who calls himself a Merlin, and who attempts and fails to wipe Bree's memory of everything she saw. Yes, Selwyn. Oh my god, Selwyn. The mage's failure reveals Bree's own unique magic and a buried memory with a hidden connection. The night her mother died, another Merlin was at the hospital. God, yes. Okay. Sorry, I'm remembering. Now that Bree knows there's more to her mother's death than what's on the police report, she'll do whatever it takes to find out the truth, even if that means infiltrating the Legendborn as one of their initiates. She recruits Nick, a self-exiled Legendborn with his own grudge against the group, and their reluctant partnership pulls them deeper into the society's secrets and closer to each other. But when the Legendborn reveal themselves as the descendants of King Arthur's knights and explain that a magical war is coming, Bree has to decide how far she'll go for the truth and whether she should use her magic to take the society down or join the fight. Well then, on that note, we will start the book. It is a total of like 500 pages. So yeah, let's get it started. Okay, update. I'm only 40 pages in, but I thought we'd give like a first impressions update. And first of all, I wasn't gonna annotate, but then I got like 2 pages in and I was like, I need to annotate, you know what I mean? So I just want to say this book's prologue is like one of the best prologues I have ever read. Like, it's only like 3 pages and it's genuinely like jaw-dropping. Like, it's so good because it basically like takes place like mere hours after Bree's mom dies and she's in the hospital and is being like told by the police officers what happened when her mom died in a car accident. I'll read you some of the lines. I listen to these people I don't know use the past tense about my mother, the person who brought me into this world and created my present. They are past tensing my heart, my whole beating, bleeding, torn heart right in front of me. It is a violation. And then there's another part that says, I can't scream at people who are just doing their jobs, can I? I want to. Where did this paperwork come from? Who has paperwork on hand for my mother's death? Why are they ready when I am not ready? My brain doesn't accept where my body is sitting. It catalogs the last 36 hours in an attempt to find the how of this hospital room. It's just so... It sets the scene so good. It sets things up so good. And then we're 3 months later and we get to part 1 and it's so good. It's just, it throws you in. I haven't read YA in a really long time, so I kind of like had to like get into my, okay, these are 16-year-olds, right? Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I just haven't read characters this young in a long time, so I was like, okay. I really like, one thing I love about Bree as a character, I will say, especially in a YA book, because I know that obviously young kids are gonna read this, is how unapologetic she is, even in her own like inner dialogue. Like, she'll notice when a white person is being not even flat out racist at times, but just being ignorant. Like, there's one point where he's like, your hair is so cool, whoa, you know, and she just doesn't even give it the time of day. She's just like, yeah, whatever. Like, doesn't even, because like at the end of the day, like, she knows who she is, she knows her worth, and she doesn't really care. Like, I just think that her character sends a really good message for people like her, and I really appreciate that as a character. And I just think that I just love her as a character. She's like one of my favorite YA main characters. I just think she's so strong for everything that she's been through, and I just love how like this story like isn't about her turning into a different person. It's more about like her coming back and like accepting herself and like coming back into like who she was before her grief, and like just becoming more of herself, less like becoming a different person, you know what I mean? And then she met Selwyn Kane, and he literally says, do you know who I am? No, I'm Selwyn Kane. If you don't know, I'm a Cell enjoyer. I love him. You're gonna hear a lot about him. But they have their altercation. She basically sees him like being mysterious and weird, and then she's like eavesdropping, and there's like this weird magical creature, and she's like, what the fuck is that? And he's like, get away, get away, get away. and then he commands her to leave, and the magic in her brain, he like magics her brain and she walks away like Men in Black type shit, and she like gets magicked away. But then it wears off and she's like, wait, why am I walking away? I just saw evil magic happening. And it wears off and she's like watching them. She's like, I need to figure out what they're doing. Yeah, so now she's like sussing them out and trying to figure out what's going on. But her bestie's mad at her because they got caught by the cops. And I remember when I was reading this the first time, I was so scared when the cops showed up, because there's like, it was kind of anticlimactic, but I think that's like the point. The cops pick her and her friend. Her friend is Taiwanese, I think. Yes. Yeah. Her friend's Taiwanese, and they're like presumably two of the only people of color there. So the cops are like, okay, all you white kids can go home. You two, we're gonna drive you home in a squad car. You're gonna drive in the back of the squad car and we're gonna drive you home. And then they're like asking them, they're like, how did you guys manage to get into this really expensive school? That's so weird. And he's like asking Brie, oh my god, my eyes watering. He's like asking Brie, like, how did you manage to get into this school? And she's like, I paid for it. And he's like, yeah, sure. Okay, weirdo. Anyway. Okay, so you're gonna laugh. Really, truly, you're gonna laugh, because it's actually been like almost 2 weeks since I filmed for this video. So story time. I was filming this video. The video got cut off because I ran out of storage, and then I impulsively decided to redo my whole YouTube schedule, and then I was gonna do this video later, and then I ran out of time because I want to do this video in February, obviously. So we're doing it now, basically. TLDR, I haven't read any more of the book because of all of that. So I've decided that we're starting the video today from this point on. So we were at 46 pages. So I was just talking about, I just looked at the footage. I was just talking about how the prose is really beautiful, how like, it just like is so sharp. Like her words are so sharp and like they pack such a punch. Everything she says, like I'm trying to just like get back on track to where I was when I last spoke, but it was 2 weeks ago for me, so please bear with me. But basically we got to the point where she's being texted by Nick Davis, who's gonna be her like little partner, because she's in trouble for going to the little like water, I don't know, she's like in trouble by her okay, can I like literally talk? She went to a little party, got in trouble by her headmaster. Her headmaster paired her with an older student to like look after her and like show her the ropes, basically. So, because she's 16, she's not in university, she's 16. This is like a pre-university opportunity. She lives in a dorm and everything, but this is like a pre-university opportunity, whatever. She had a fight with her bestie. It made me sad. I love them so much. They go through so much in this series, and I love them. So yeah, she's like dead set on investigating Cell and like the suspicious activity that she saw though. So anyway, we're on chapter 6. I'm gonna read all night tonight. I am gonna have dinner first though, but I just wanted to pop in here and say that's where we're at with the video. I'm cracking open the Ben and Jerry's as well. Very exciting, very exciting. Let's freaking read. Guys, it's getting crazy. It's getting crazy. I'm downstairs. If you can hear Bootsy, he's crawling around, but I'm being quiet because it's like 1 in the morning. Boots is causing mischief, but I've been reading Legendborn and I wanted to give a little update. I'm trying to export a YouTube video, so I'm trying to do that. I moved downstairs so that I could be a little bit loud, as in, you know, whatever. I moved downstairs so I could talk, but I'm still trying to be quiet. But I've been reading Legendborn and I am on page 154, and I love this book. It's so good. It's so good. Like, I forgot how all-consuming it was. It's literally so good. And it's literally like, I just want to sit here and read it. Like, I just want to sit here and binge it. I just want to sit here and devour it. I just want to eat it up. Nick is the descendant of King Arthur. We're going through all this stuff. Bree just found out about her magic, so things are escalating. And I'm very excited. I'm loving the vibes. I'm having such a good time. I literally, if it wasn't the middle of the night, I would literally read all of this. I'm just gonna read until my YouTube video finishes exporting. Yeah, my laptop's upstairs, so I'm just gonna read down here for a couple hours and then check my YouTube video, and then just wanted to check in. I'm loving it so far. I love it so much. I don't really have anything like cohesive to say. I just love it. Like, no notes. Like, it's genuinely just so fast-paced and beautiful, interesting, and fun. It's exactly the kind of YA fantasy that just like grips you. And I love Cell, so yeah. This stupid ass, dumb ass, annoying ass, crazy ass old white lady just gave her this wet umbrella and was like, take this and dry it. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Okay, did I press the button? Okay, I did press the button. Okay. Hi guys, it's a few days later. I haven't been able to read, but I did get quite a bit of reading done the last time I sat down and read Legendborn. Let me just take off the dust jacket. Didn't mean to but I did get to page 205. I am loving this book. I know I've already read it, so I already knew that, but I'm loving this book. We got to, where were we? Crazy action was happening. Crazy town. We were in crazy town. Yeah, we were in crazy action land. I'm gonna have to read to remember where we were in the story because it's been quite a few days. I was working on some other videos and some other content. I've been busy working on stuff, but it's like 6 o'clock right now. I'm waiting for dinner and I'm gonna read until late tonight. I'm gonna really dedicate many hours. I'm gonna put my hours in. I'm going to clock in at the reading factory and read today. So I'm gonna try to finish Legendborn today, and hopefully, knock on wood, knock on wood. I don't know how long it's gonna take me to read because I am annotating with my, where's my pen? I don't know where that went. Oh, it's right here. I have been annotating and I'm reading. I've been reading slower lately because I haven't been reading very often so far this year. I'm not in a slum because I want to read, but every single day I just prioritize other stuff, and I'm trying to get the hang of balancing reading and writing, but it's been really hard, and I've so far mostly just prioritized writing, which is not something I regret, but it's definitely a struggle to try and fit everything that I want to do in a day, which sounds weird because I'm unemployed and don't have any other thing to do other than whatever I want to do in a day. But I don't know, it's complicated. Okay, I just have the main takeaway, I have a crippling phone addiction, and it takes literal hours of my life away from me, and so I lose many hours of my day every day to scrolling on my phone, scrolling on my iPhone. I know many of you can probably relate to this, and so I don't get a lot of reading time because the time that I would usually spend reading is spent on my iPhone, and then all of my free time that is not spent on my iPhone I spend writing, so then there's no reading time. Does that make sense? Anyway, we're gonna try to change that starting today though. So we're gonna try to finish Legendborn, and then if we're still awake, because I'm gonna try to read until late tonight. I said that I'm gonna try to read until late tonight, and the next couple days I'm gonna be doing this. I'm trying to finish this vlog by the end of this week because March 1st is Sunday, and I want to get this vlog up hopefully by the end of February because it's Black History Month. I want to get it up in Black History Month. But anyway, so I want to hopefully maybe we can start Bloodmark tonight. I don't know. Obviously, we're not going to make much of a dent in it if we do start it, but I would really love to be able to start this. I would really love to be able to start this tonight. So we're going to see. I'm going to try challenge myself. I have this app. I can't remember what it's called. Focus Friend, I think. You know Hank Green's app with the little bean where you focus? It's like a Pomodoro timer and you focus with the little bean. I don't know, but I have that app and it really helps me sometimes, so I think I'm going to use that and try to stay off my phone for as long as possible and just see how much I can read of this and see if we get to this, okay? But if not, fear not, we will get to this tomorrow. Those are the updates so far for Legendborn. Absolutely loving it. No notes. It's so action-packed. It's so fast. It's so fast and enticing and just so exhilarating. It's just so it just goes. Beats are so fast that I just don't even know when to update or what to say because I'm genuinely so in it, I guess. So yeah, I don't know when I'll update next, but I'm gonna read until dinner, eat dinner, and then just be on the grind. We're gonna read until we can't anymore, okay? Guys, they have kissed. I forgot how cute romance is in YA fantasy. It's just so cute. I'm giggling. It's literally so cute. I don't even think they're endgame though. I don't know, but they're so cute. It's genuinely just for the first time in a long while, I let myself enjoy a moment of warmth and safety without wondering if it's real. Don't you just love that? Hi guys, it's been a few days, but I did finish Legendborn a little while ago. I just didn't have the time to update you. I've been a little bit of a mess. I've had quite a few days full of migraine pain, so I haven't been able to film this vlog, but I finished Legendborn. The last time I was filming, I finished Legendborn, and then I haven't started Bloodmarked yet. Sorry, I'm a mess right now, but I did have some things I wanted to go over with Legendborn before we move into Bloodmarked, but that's the plan for tonight, is to start Bloodmarked. So let me just go over a few things with Legendborn, because I genuinely love this book so much. Like, this book, I think I loved it even more the second time around. Like, it's genuinely just such a breathtaking read. Like, the way that it handles every single theme and topic, and just it's just so fully loaded with themes that I think are extremely important for not only me to read and everyone to read, but especially for young people to read. And I love reading YA books that have truly just really important things in them. So I did dog ear some pages. So this was like when they were going through the very first memory walk. I really love the way this like really portrayed like kind of one of the main themes of this story, especially like going through the whole series, but especially in Legendborn. She's Bree is seeing like one of Patricia's ancestors brutally beaten, and she's like, who did this to her? And Patricia says, Carr. And she's like, who is that man? And she's like, his monument is on campus. And she's like, his monument? And it says, she sighs heavily. Everything has two histories, especially in the South. I search her features for the anger that I'm feeling, but her face is a tired mask. She must feel it. She must. Patricia stares back as if she knows what I'm thinking. Never forget. Be angry and channel it. And I just really, I don't know. I know that's very simple, but I think that's a big part of, I think that specifically, like that just little passage is a big part of this book, and like the message that is within it is channeling your feelings, channeling your emotions, especially your anger and your grief, and not letting it consume you, but letting it fuel you, and not letting the people who left you, the people who died, your grief, your anger, your rage, letting it flow through you, and letting it channel what you become and who you are. And this is another paragraph that I love. Like, this writing, genuinely, like, I reread this 5 times before I flipped the page, because even if the pain of those sins take my breath away, that pain feels like belonging, and ignoring it after all I've just witnessed would be loss. I stand at that statue and claim the bodies whose names the world wants to forget. I claim those bodies whose names I was taught to forget, and I claim the unsung bloodlines that soak the ground beneath my feet, because I just know that if they could, they would claim me. Like, that is what this book is about. Like, it's genuinely so powerful. It just, like, genuinely takes my breath away, so I just wanted to share that. I also bookmarked the part where Nick punches Sel, because oh my god, that was genuinely, on another note, that was genuinely crazy. Well, that wasn't entirely fair, Nicholas. You know I can't strike you in return. Precisely. Like, these two, I love when they go toe-to-toe. Like, it's genuinely so good. But overall, love this book so much. I know I didn't update a lot towards the second half of the book, but that's because I feel that I spoke a lot about this book in the first half, and we have a lot of books left to talk about in this video, so I didn't want to go too heavy on this first book, because I know we're going to have a lot to talk about going forward. So overall, this book is a masterpiece. If you haven't picked it up yet, definitely do. When I read it for the first time, I was going through grief of my own, and it really helped me process my grief. And I think if you're going through grief of any kind, grief, loss, bereavement, any of that, especially if it's a little bit more complex and you're struggling to go through it, I would really recommend reading this. Really love this book. So we are gonna say goodbye and move into Bloodmarked. So this is book 2. This one is much longer, I believe. 551 pages. So we're gonna start this tonight. I don't know how much I'm gonna read. I'm gonna have to be taking breaks because my head really hurts, but I just really need some escapism right now. So we're gonna start this. I'm so excited. I have already read this. As I said, I've read the first 2 books. I'll keep you updated. Let's get into Bloodmarked. Yo, what the fuck? Okay, I am 46 pages in. Oh my god. It starts off with a bang. And I have a feeling that it's gonna keep on going. It's gonna keep on banging. It's gonna keep on banging. I'm literally, like, I'm sat already. Like, do you see how little of this I've read so far? I am sat. I'm here. I'm sat. Okay? Good sign. Okay? I'm ready. Like, guys, this is so tea. I don't think you understand. Like, this is literally, I am sad. So because this book is actually genuinely insane. Guys, it's been days since I've last filmed for this video because I've been having migraines like crazy, but this book is insane. I'm on page 85. Bomb dropped. Bomb drop. I actually don't remember a single thing about this book. I'm not gonna lie. I thought I did. I don't. Every single sentence, I'm like, wait, I read this book before. I don't remember any of this happening, but I am sad. Like, oh, I just almost like ripped this book in half. I just tried to pick it up and it like cracked. I might have to just like stay up and read this whole fucking thing. Look at how, you see how much left of this I have? I might have to read this whole thing right now. Like, the way this book is written is just like genuinely like I'm devouring it. I'm devouring it. I'm devouring it. I'm eating it up. I don't even know what to say because I didn't really decide going into this video whether I was gonna spoil things or not, so I don't really know what to say. But genuinely, I'm gagged. I'm gagged. I love this. I love this so much. No fucking way. No, because actually, oh my god, guys. Like, actually, I'm gonna freak out. Like, we're only 80 pages in. We are 86 pages in. How is this? Okay, so reading update. I have been reading for about an hour and I'm on page 125. I don't have like any like crazy update, but I'm just putting my thoughts out there because I feel like I'm gonna fly through this book pretty quickly tonight because it's so readable. Like, I don't know if it's because it's YA or just because I'm really enjoying it or what it is, but this book is so readable, and I felt this way with Legendborn too, but this one especially, I'm like, this book is so readable. Like, the reason why this vlog is so choppy is not any fault of the books themselves. It's literally just because I've been really sick. If I wasn't having a really bad migraine flare the past couple weeks, this video would have been done in like 3 days because these books are just so readable. But basically, the reason why I'm finding it like so fun is at the end of Legendborn, like I'm talking like the last like 30 pages, maybe like, I think with like 20 pages to spare, maybe 30 pages to spare, there is a crazy plot twist. Like, out of this world plot twist, and we are left to pick up the pieces at the beginning of this book. Not even 20 pages into this book, another plot twist hits, and then you get 50 pages into the book, another plot twist hits. 80 pages into the book, another plot twist hits. It just, and they're not like in Bloodmarked, these like plot twists are not as crazy as the one at the end of Legendborn, but plot points are packing such a deep punch, and like everything is moving at such a fast, quick, like guttural rate that it's so unforgiving that you're just like genuinely like every time you're like getting into the flow of things, you're just like shocked at what comes next, and it's so fun. Like, it's genuinely so much fun, and it's so emotional, and just like, it's so fun, and the characters are so likable. Like, I love every single character. Like, at first, like, there's this new character, Lark, and like the first like couple sentences he spoke, I was like, I don't care about this guy. Why are we reading about this guy? I don't care about him. And now I'm like, I love this guy. It took me like 20 pages to like him, and now I love him. And it's like, who would have thought? I'm on chapter 12. I'm gonna keep reading. I just wanted to give a little update because I feel like I'm gonna fly through this book. So update, I forgot the crazy ass turn that this book takes not far into it. I'm on page 149. We have taken a crazy turn. Like, I feel like I'm being like whipped around over here, over here, over here, over here. Anyway, things have taken a turn. We are going insane. I'm here in my living room because it's the middle of the night, but I had to keep reading. I had to keep reading because what else am I gonna do? So I'm currently on page 253, and I just have to say, wait one second. Okay, I'm setting you up like this. Do you like this painting? You're set up on my headphones. But one of my favorite like tropes, I'm sorry if I'm being quiet, it is the middle of the night, and yeah, one of my favorite tropes, it's like a very like niche thing, but like a healer that also is like really, really strong and has to torture or like maim and then heal. Like, they have to like break bones and then heal it. Like, they have to go against their nature to heal against like for the greater good. Like, that, like, literally, I don't know what it is about that. Also, please ignore my hair. I don't know what's happening with my hair. I just like have not been paying attention to that. But like the like I just love that so much. Like, it just does it for me. Like, it's such a compelling, like, the dichotomy between those two, like, those two warring sides in one character. I just love that so much. And we have that with William. Like, he is a healer, but, like, he also is gifted, like, from being a Scion. Like, he has, like, really big, like, a lot of, like, what am I saying? He's like incredible strength from his knight, so like they get him to like break bones and rough people up, but he's also like got healer instincts, so like he's literally like dying inside when he's like roughing people up, but like it's just so good. Anyway, I'm still loving it so far. I'm gonna keep reading. I just wanted to say that I love it. It's getting so intense and it's so fast paced. Like it's just like so gripping and so fast paced. I'm trying not to like spoil too much or anything, so like I know that I'm keeping it very vague, but I'm genuinely, it's funny. It's so like, it makes me almost heartsick. Like it's just so like beautifully done. Just so, I don't know. It's just got that. It's just got what I need. But so far, nothing new to report. I'm still enjoying it just as much. I really wish I could finish this tonight. I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't know. I don't think I can read that fast, but this business right here. This business. Do you guys see this? Here, let me zoom in. Do you guys see all this? You see all this? And this here? And I believe over here, this right here, this right here. Why wouldn't it fucking zoom in? Okay, this right here, this right here. You guys see all that? Right. Guys, I just actually can't do this. Like, I actually can't do this. I actually can't do this. This right here. This. Selwyn Kane. Selwyn Kane. Selwyn Kane. Pay my therapy bills. Selwyn Kane. Tracy Dion. I'm putting it on your tab. I'm putting it on your tab, Tracy Dion. Pay up. Pay up, girl. Hi guys, it's been a few days since we last spoke, but I did finish Bloodmarked that night and I wanted to talk to you about it before we get into the beautiful, the amazing, the immaculate Oathbound. I have had this book on my person for over a year. She's so gorgeous. Look at her. She's so gorgeous. I love this cover so much. I was saying to myself, because no one else is here, babe. No one else is here to listen to me talk about books. But I was saying to myself, like, I love this cover, like the way that her hair is like flowing around with the magic, because in the first book, I think, one of the annoying bitch ass parents of one of the vassals, I think, she was like, can you like put your hair away? Like, it's like really like in the way. It's like really like dirty and like weird. And she was like, it was literally like her hair was like in cornrows, and it's like, I literally can't just like get rid of my hair. Like, it's just here. And it's like, I love, like, it's so like, it's like literally just like in the air. So like, I love that because it's just like, it's so part of the cover that I don't know. I love that. Anyway, also I wanted to show you that this is the Indigo exclusive edition. So it has this beautiful design on the inside. So we've got Selwyn's little teeths, Nick's little face, little creatures, some syrup and honey. We've got Bree's little beautiful face. Got some beautiful illustrations, like the root on her hands. So gorgeous, so gorgeous. So we are starting this, but I did finish Bloodmarked on my Kindle, so I do have the Kindle. I did put the physical book away because I finished it on my Kindle, so I did highlight things on my Kindle, and I did take notes. Wait, okay, I forgot that I took notes. Sorry about that. We are gonna get into Oathbound tonight. It's like 7 o'clock. I am gonna have dinner, but other than that, I'm reading until I go to bed. So that's gonna, we've got like a good, like quite a few hours of reading. I hope that I don't get a headache. I have a lamp set up next to my bed so that I can see my book, but I'm hoping that I don't get a headache. These are like mild spoilers. I don't really know if they're like insane spoilers, but I said Cel's betrayal of Bree is so visceral because he cares about her so much, and it was so emotional to read simply because he cares about her so much. Like, these characters are interwoven so deeply into each other that, like, when they betray one another, or when they, like, offend one another, or when they do wrong by each other, you feel it so deeply, as if it happened to you, or as if you felt it, like, as if it happened to you. And I just thought, I love these characters so much, bro. Oh my god. And I said Cel and Bree's dynamic is one of the most interesting and compelling ones in a YA fantasy I've read, beyond just the romance or hinted romance of it all. They have such a deep connection that brings so much emotional depth to the story and adds so many layers and tension to the storytelling. It genuinely does. Like, it genuinely does. Like, I love them so much as a duo. I love the three of them, like Nick, Bree, and Cel. I love them so much. Like, they bounce off of each other so well. They complement each other so well. They just are so interesting to read about, and they're almost tragic in a way. The way that they keep continuing to hurt and heal each other is so interesting to me, and I just, I love it. I love it. I love it so much. So, oh, this was in the author's note. I wanted to say this. This was about on Black girls being the first to do something, or just POCs or BIPOC individuals being the first to do something, and how Bree is often the first to do something. She said, Tracy Dion said, I sometimes see the struggle portrayed as if forced resilience is strength and harrowing solitude is empowerment. But these images come with high costs. I don't want Bree to be seen as strong to the point of not being cherished. She's allowed to be a teenage girl. She's worthy of being protected regardless of what she can do for others. And I just thought that was really, really true. And just, I just wanted to put that in because I think so much of this story is like people telling Bree, like, wow, you're so amazing. You're so strong. How do you do it? Like, and it's like, she has to. Like, she has to do it. Like, she's not doing it because she's strong because she's doing it, you know? And then there was a quote, this world wants my suffering and I cannot keep giving it to them. This was a good William quote. There's truly nothing else I can do. William shakes his head like he can't even believe it. Like, there should be more healing at his fingertips for everyone who needs it, regardless of their injury. And this moment between Nick and Cel and Bree, we had faith, he said quietly, that you know how to get us all out safely. And if I didn't, then the world would be broken in more ways than one. I love them. I love them. I love them. I love them. Oh my god. I literally love them. I genuinely love them so much. So anyway, that's all I'm gonna say about Bloodmarked. I love it. Love, live, laugh, love. Live, laugh, love. Bree, Nick, and Cel. That's what we have to say about that. We are going to be starting this monstrous beast of a book. It is 650 pages, I believe. I'm not going to check because I don't want to spoil myself, but that's what it says on Storygraph. I did notice, though, I could not help but notice when I was opening this book that the chapter layouts are different. So I don't know what that means for us. There's a prologue, just says 1. The chapter headers did not look like this before. May I just say, they were numerical. They were not Roman numerals, because these look like Roman numerals. Yeah, they are Roman numerals. Yeah, look. Okay, these are what they look like before. They looked like this. That's what they looked like before. So this prologue, I think, might be someone else's point of view, I think, or something, some other timeline or something different. Like, I don't know. So, and it looks like there might be different POVs in different parts of the book. Yes, there is, because that says Bree, Mariah POV. Guys, we're winning. Oh my god. William POV. Mariah POV, William POV. We get a Cel POV. I'm not gonna check, but if we do, you will be the first to know. You will be the first to know if we get a Cel POV. And if we do, just know I will be crashing out and you will be seeing it, okay? So I'm gonna start this book. I will probably be interrupted in like 5 seconds because my mom's making dinner and I'm hungry. But here we go. Look at this beast. Look at this beast. We're gonna conquer it. We're gonna conquer it together, okay? Okay, so I just finished the prologue, and that was, okay, so basically, something crazy happened at the end of Bloodmark, and Bree was taken somewhere away from all the other characters, basically. That's like a broad way, or like vague way of putting it. She was taken away from all the other characters, so the first 60 pages of the book, the prologue, is her in that place that she was taken away from. And now I just got to part 1 and we're in William's point of view. Oh my god, I love William. And it says 6 seconds after Brianna Matthews disappeared. So we're getting some new POVs for the first time ever. Different POVs. I'm so excited. So excited. I am sad, first of all. We're getting like training sequences. Like, I'm loving it. I love Alex so much. He's literally so funny. Like, guys. Shit is getting intense. Shit is getting intense. I'm so excited, guys. I literally, if this book was not 650 pages, I would straight up sit here all night and read it, but I know that I can't because it's too long and I'm too slow, but it's so good. I'm straight up devouring it. Like, it's so good. I'm on page 99. I'm living, I'm laughing, I'm loving. I love these characters so much. I love this world so much. I don't want to leave. I don't have to leave. Look how much I have left. Literally, look how much I have left. Look how much I have left. I have so much left, but I'm just in awe. I just love Tracy Deonn's world and her characters and the humor, and I love it so much. I love it. I love it. I love it. Why did this make me laugh? Max wasn't just a good man. He was your man. I've been reading, guys. This book, the multi-POVs is doing it for me. It's doing it for me. There was a brief period of like 30 pages where I was a little bit bored and I went on my phone. I went on my iPhone. I was like, blah, 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 blah. But we're so back. I'm really tired, I will say. It's like 11 o'clock, so like, I mean, it makes sense that I'm tired, but I'm gonna try to read for another couple hours, or at least like another hour or two. But I just got to part 2, Unstoppable. And I'm so excited. I love this series so much. But I also hate that it's not gonna be over with this book. Like, if you thought like that this was gonna be over, it's not. It's not gonna be over, so that sucks. But I will say, I just love how Tracy Deonn makes every single character serve a purpose at some point or another in the story, to the point where like every character gets a moment to like feel special and important and valued. Like, every character deserves their moment, because I feel like that's like really like true in real life. Like, as in, like, at least the way I view things, like every person has value and every person has something to contribute. And I think the way that Tracy Deonn formulates her stories and the way that things have kind of panned out so far, that kind of shows me that that is also how she views life. In a way, that's like an over assumption, but just in a general sense, that was like the vibe that I was getting, was like that she was trying to give off that like all these characters have value because everybody has something to contribute. Like, that's the kind of message she was trying to give out. Sorry, I know I was speaking very broadly there, but anyway, I just want to say this sentence at the end, this paragraph at the end of the chapter from Natasha Sells' mom's point of view, because he was like, she asked who the Scion of Arthur is, and he was like, and she was like, why are you freaking out over the mention of this person? Like, who could it be? Like, who could it possibly be? Just the very thought of this Scion of Arthur, this innocent person called into our world's most powerful title, elicits such a hungry response in him. I find myself suddenly worried about this individual and what my son wishes to do with them once they are reunited. Does he want to serve them, protect them, worship them, or devour them whole? I would like to know that. I would also like to know that. I too would like to know that. I would like to know the answer to that question. I guess we're gonna find out. So, but anyway, I just love this. I love Valak. He's so awesome, and I love Mariah. I love that she's getting her moment to shine in this book. I love her POV, like her aunties and everything. Like, I just love them. But I love Valak. Like, he's such a good character, I think. And I don't know. I just love these characters so much. Like, I'm already, like, you know, it's a good book when you've got like 450 pages left and you're already mourning the fact that it's gonna be over. You know what I mean? Like, I'm already like, oh my god, I have to wait for the next book. Like, girl, pace yourself, because you've got more coming. There's still more. Oh, also Nick had like a speech. He like kind of like outsmarted the whole council, and then did like a whole speech about how like they're misogynistic, they're racist, they're protecting their own whiteness. I can't find it. Why can't I find it? I don't know, but it was good. And he was like, we need to do this when Bree is here, and when Bree is not in the room, we need to have the gall to do that when she's not in the room as well. We need to be able to call this out. And I liked that we got to watch that scene from not his point of view, because then we watched it, like, we saw it from William's point of view, and William was like, oh my god, I never even thought to call any of that out, like the misogyny, the racism. Like, I never thought to call out those experiences, and I feel bad now that I never saw Brie in that way, and I never said anything. Like, even if I did acknowledge those things in my head, I never said anything. Does that make me a bad person? Does that make, like, he kind of like was reflecting on it, and I really liked that kind of formatting and that way of experiencing that scene was really good. But anyway, it's been a long time since we've heard from Bree, but we're here and we're gonna hear from Bree, so I'm very excited. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna keep reading, but I don't know if I'll update you guys again. I probably won't tonight, sorry. Okay, Bree. Okay. Hi guys, it is the next day. I read a lot of Oathbound last night and I ended up switching to my Kindle. I got an Ocean of PDF file on my Kindle because I got a migraine last night. It is still going strong. I'm gonna continue reading on my Kindle and making my way through. I just updated my position in the book and did some annotating based on what I read on the Kindle last night. It says on the Kindle that I am 47% through, so we made a lot of progress in our first night reading Oathbound, but it's about quarter to midnight right now, and I'm gonna try to read as much as I can before I fall asleep, because I'm loving this book, guys. Like, I'm loving it. It's so good. I think it's gonna be my favorite book in the series so far. I just love these characters so much. The multi-POVs is really doing it for me. The new characters, the new like tensions, and the new like layers to the story are really doing it for me. I just like love everything that's going on in this story. Is just so perfect. Like, the thing that's going on with Bree, we've got some new characters where Bree is at, and then we've got, from William's POV, we've got some stuff going on with him and Larkin. Him and Lark are like kind of like flirting, like on this like will they won't they moment. And then we've got Sal and his mother, which they had a moment like, oh my god, they all went to like, there's like 3 groups of characters, like one of those moments in a fantasy book where like you're following like 3 groups of characters all in different places, and it's like switching back and forth between them, and like probably by the end of the book they're all gonna be in one place, and all 3 of them went to visit the same demon to make a deal with her, and they were all like, they all narrowly missed each other, like they didn't know that all of them were in the same place. So Sel's mom went to visit this demon just after Bree did, and then she came back to see Sel. She's like watching him, and he smelled her on his mom. This is so weird. Anyway, and it was like a whole thing, but there was so much, oh my god, it was so good. It was so good. But I just want to read some of the stuff that happened. It's just like that's all that I can say. Like, it's just genuinely every single thing, like all of these characters, like it's been so long, like besides City of Gods and Monsters, like the House of Devil series, besides that series, it's been a long time since I've read a series where like every single character I am obsessed with. Like, I love them so much. It's just so fun. Like, when that happens, like I just love it so much. But I'm gonna read some. I love Natasha, Sel's mom. Like, I love her so much. But this is from her POV. Horror makes my heart race. Not for myself, and for the first time in months, not for my son, but for Bree. Unwitting, untrained scion of Arthur without a king's mage, and my son wants to be with her, or feed from her, or both. And she has no idea that the path he's on seems resistant to my interventions. There's an agony in seeing him like this, knowing that I cannot help him pursue what he wants, but it is even more painful knowing that what he wants is Bree, and that I cannot let him have her. And then this is the end of the chapter. All I can think is that I was meant to be Faye's king's mage, her protector, her guardian. In the end, I failed to save her, but I will not fail to save her daughter. I was a king's mage then, and I will be a king's mage now. I will protect the scion of Arthur against all threats, even if that threat is my son. Like, come the fuck on. Anyway, we are halfway through, basically. Very exciting. This is my little kitty cat bookmark. I have these little like sticky notes that look like kitty cats that look like little kitties, and I use them as bookmarks. So anyway, we're on page 310. Yes, very exciting stuff. I just love this book so much. That's all I have to say. I just love this book so much. So we're gonna try to make progress. It says on the Kindle that I have 5 hours and 8 minutes left. Definitely not thinking I'm gonna finish it tonight because it's already almost midnight and I have a migraine. I'm sorry. Did what I think just happen No. 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 No way. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's a false alarm, guys. It's a false alarm. It's a false alarm. Oh my fucking god. It's a false alarm. When I tell you I was about to throw my Kindle, my physical copy across the room. Okay, hi guys. It is the next day and still have a bit of a headache, so this light is kind of killing me, but I have a smoothie and I finished Oathbound. God damn, guys. Also, my bangs, please don't talk about them. Like, do not discuss them in any way. Like, don't discuss the weird gaps between them. Do not discuss it. This book. Oh my god, it was so incredible. Oh my god, this is definitely my favorite one in the series. I loved the format of the multi-POVs in part 2 and 3. I loved everything about this book. Genuinely, the character work, I feel like I've talked your ear off about this book already, so I'm not gonna go too into it now, but just know that the fact that we don't even have a confirmed release date, title, or cover for the 4th book haunts me already. And I finished this book about an hour ago. So, yeah. But anyway, we're gonna move swiftly along and we're gonna try to fill the void. Okay? If you remember at the very beginning of this vlog, I don't know if you remember, we have another series that we're gonna dive into, another incomplete series. So we're going to set ourselves up for failure yet again with Immortal Dark. Look how shiny she is. Isn't she gorgeous? I did just look up how to pronounce all the names and the author's names, but I have the memory of a actual worm. A worm, like worms have like 8 hearts. They only have 1 brain though. I'm pretty sure. I have a memory of a worm. Because actually, if you didn't know, goldfish have a longer memory span, attention span than humans. So if you say that I have the attention span of a goldfish, it's actually longer than a human. But yes, it's Tigis Gurma. We are gonna read Immortal Dark is what I'm trying to say. We're gonna try to read the synopsis, okay? And if I say the names wrong, I am very sorry. The reason why I'm worried about it, if you don't know, is when I did my reading vlog for the Poppy War, I did not know how to say one of the main characters' names, and I said his name wrong, like so completely wrong the entire video. It says, seek mind above blood, and if you must bleed, use it as ink. Anyway, we're gonna read the synopsis. Sorry, I'm dilly-dallying. Okay. A lost heiress, a soulless vampire, a secret. Oh my god, I'm going crazy. A lost heiress, a soulless vampire, a secret drenched in blood. It began long before my time, but something has always hunted our family. Orphaned heiress Kedon Adane grew up far from the arcane society she was born into, where human bloodlines gain power through vampire companionship. When her sister June disappears, Kedon is convinced a vampire stole her, the very vampire bound to their family. The cruel yet captivating. Let's give it a try. The cruel yet captivating Suzenio's saga. To find June, Eden must infiltrate the elite Uxley University, where she must survive living with Suzenio's, even as he does everything he can to drive her away. It doesn't matter that Suzenio's wickedness spreads. Oh my god, I'm getting nervous now. It doesn't matter that Suzenio's wickedness speaks to Kedon's own violent nature and tempts her to surrender to a life of darkness. She must find her sister and kill Suzenio's at all costs. Okay. When a murder mirroring June's disappearance shakes Uxley. Is it Uxley or Uxley? Uxley University? Kedon sinks further into the ruthless underworld of vampires, risking her very soul. There she discovers a centuries-old threat, and June could be at the center of it. To save her sister, Kedon must bring Uxley to its knees and either break free from the horrors of her own actions or embrace the dark entanglements of love and the blood it requires. Debut author Tigis Gurma brings to life a world of vampires that is dangerously romantic, ruthlessly cutthroat, and effortlessly compelling. Okay, so basically, she's going to a vampire school because she's looking for her missing sister and she thinks it has to do with these vampires, and she like needs to kill this vampire, and like I'm very excited. There's also a trigger warning, like content warning at the beginning of the book. Whoa. And there's a map. The map is beautiful, by the way. Immortal Dark explores the savage world of vampires and the humans who try to survive it. It features some heavy elements such as parental abuse, blood drinking, death, gore, murder, sexual content, strong language, suicidal ideation, and violence. Readers, please take note before you grab your invitation. The gates of... Is it Uxley? Uxley? We're gonna have to watch that TikTok again. Because, girl, I don't know. But look at this map. Isn't that gorgeous? I'm ready to read. It's about 400 pages. We're gonna try to make some headway into this. I will keep you updated. I will try to drill those pronunciations into my head. Let's read. Oh, okay. Welcome back. I look like an egg. I know. It's okay. Don't even worry about it. But I read some of Immortal Dark last night, and I now have a migraine again. So awesome. So we did have to switch to Kindle. Luckily, Immortal Dark is on Kindle Unlimited, so I did switch to Kindle and do a little bit of reading. But here's the plan. Here's the plan, okay, guys? The plan is we are gonna pull an all-nighter. We're gonna pull an all-nighter because I'm sick and tired of doing this video. Now, when I say that, I don't mean to say that I'm not having fun reading these books. I just mean to say that I have a lot of other things planned for the channel and planned for my life, and I really want to get this video done because I just want to be able to like get it up. Like, I don't know. I've been working on this video for a really long time and I just want to wrap it up. Not that I'm not having a good time with these books. Like, I loved the legendborn cycle. I love this book so far, which we'll get to in a second, but I'm ready to wrap it up. It's just being dragged out so long because of my migraines, so I'm ready to wrap it up. So when I say I want to get it done, I'm not saying like I want to get it over with like it's not fun, but I want to get it done because it's just been taking a really long time. I hope that makes sense. But I did read a little bit of Immortal Dark. So I did get to chapter 20. I got to page 107, and I will say that it is taking me a lot longer to read it than I anticipated. But we are gonna pull an all-nighter and we're gonna finish this and we're gonna read all of book 2. That is the goal, that is the plan, so that we can get the whole video done in the next 24 hours. So that's the plan. I do have a headache. We're gonna try to power through it with a lot of Advil and various pain medication. Never said I was a good example. Never said I was a good influence. If you thought I was, look elsewhere, okay? But I am going to be reading it on my Kindle in the dark, so I'm doing this update really quick just so that we can talk. But so far, my first impressions, I really find Keaton to be an interesting character. I think she has a lot of darkness to her, and I find that really intriguing and compelling. I think she is a character that doesn't want to admit that she is a dark, sadistic person. Not that she doesn't have goodness to her and that she doesn't have redeeming qualities. Like, I don't think she's evil. I just mean that she enjoys pain. She enjoys suffering. She enjoys causing suffering to people in certain contexts. And I think that's something she resents about herself and wants to hide about herself. I find that kind of dynamic, that inner turmoil within her, to be really interesting. I find her back and forth with Susenyos to be interesting. Susenyos is interesting to me as a character, but I don't really know enough about him to form an opinion on him yet. I like the vibes of the book overall, like the academic settings, the house. I'm feeling the vibes so far, but so far I'm not like thrown into like it hasn't hooked me in entirely yet, I guess. But I really like Keaton. I really like the setup. Uxley University is really like intriguing me, and the mystery of it all is intriguing me. Susenyos has the potential to hook me in. I think he's compelling, but I don't know enough about him yet. I think their dynamic is being set up in a way that I think is really gonna entice me. So I'm excited to read more. I will keep you updated. It's like midnight right now, so I will probably be giving you very quiet updates. I will admit I wasn't feeling it for a little bit, guys. I was just over 100 pages in and I wasn't really feeling it, but now I am really feeling the vibes. I'm really feeling the vibes. I'm 41% through. I'm really feeling the vibes. I'm on page 164. I'm kind of eating it up. So yeah. Okay, I just like, this book is so chaotic. I have 3 hours left and like I still don't feel like a plot has occurred. Like, what is the plot of this book? What is the plot of this book? Like, I'm 58% of the way through and I'm just like, it just feels like a fever dream. Like, it's so chaotic. Everything just happens and then the next chapter comes and it's like a factory reset and then it just keeps going and it just, I don't know, it just feels like a lot happens. It's so fast. I don't know. It's crazy, but I don't know if I'm enjoying it. I don't know. It's like I'm enjoying it, but like I don't know. I'm getting a little confused, bored. I don't know. It's 3 in the morning also, by the way. So I just got my morning coffee, delicious and gorgeous. Just finished getting ready and posting my TikToks of the day and everything, but I did finish Immortal Dark, this bad boy right here. I did finish this last night. Well, this morning, basically. It's like almost 10 o'clock, and I did finish this on my Kindle last night. This book, I have very conflicting feelings about this book. Like, I liked it. I did like it. I liked it a lot, but not as much as I thought I was going to. I didn't like it as much as I thought I was going to. It was very chaotic. Like, there was no plot. There was a plot. Squint and there was a plot. If you squinted, there was a plot. But it was so barely there. Like, every chapter just felt like whiplash, and like it was so hard to follow, and it was so chaotic, and genuinely, like, I could not for the life of me understand where we were going. Not because it was confusing, but like it was just so aimless. Like, I didn't really understand the vision. Like, I knew like overall where we were going with the story, but I couldn't understand the reason why the story was being told in the way that it was, if that makes sense. But I think the strength of this story is the characters. I think the characters and their chemistry together, whether it's the cast of characters, like the found family, or like the friendships that I already forget her name. When I tell you I'm bad at names, it's actually like a sickness. Like, I'm so bad at remembering characters' names. Keaton and her friendships that she has throughout this book, that's like those characters really, really strong. Her and Suseños, they have really great chemistry. Like, I just really loved reading about them together, and the dynamics, the push and pull, the rise and fall and rise and fall of their situation. Like, I really liked reading about that, but the actual like happenings in this story, like, I genuinely do not know how we're gonna get 2 more books out of this. Like, I don't understand. Like, there's a whole other book sitting right here, and then there's another one after this, and I genuinely don't know why. Like, genuinely do not understand why. But I'm gonna read it right now, okay? But I don't know why. Like, it could have been a standalone. Am I wrong for saying that? Like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it, but I enjoyed it enough that I don't mind going into this. But yeah, like, I don't know how I feel about it. But anyway, this is Eternal Ruin. I do have a special edition. Does this have dual POV though? Because on the back it says, I crave her like a sickness, knowing she would heal every part of me. Is that from? Yep, it is a dual POV. So this could fix me. This could actually, oh my god, this might actually do it for me. See, when we start to add the POVs, when we start to switch up the POVs, that's when they get me. And I think it's a June, so do we get her sister's POV as well? Because that's awesome. I think we do. Oh my god, guys. I might be sad. So let's take the dust jacket off. Look at this, by the way. Isn't that awesome? Look at this book. So I've got my coffee. I've got my book. Time to read. First new POV chapter, guys. I'm scared. Okay. Oops. Whoa. It's been a little while. I have been taking a lot of breaks in between reading, but I have been reading. I've been reading Eternal Ruin, and I'm currently on page 181. And the multi POVs is keeping me interested. It is keeping me on my toes. I really like the multi POVs. I'm feeling that this one has a lot more plot. It has a lot more intrigue. It has a lot more structure. Either that, or I'm just getting more used to Tigis Karma's writing style and like the way that she structures her stories, the way that she like puts together a story. I just like did not expect the way that she crafts her stories when I was reading Immortal Dark, but now that we're into this one, I understand it a lot more, and I feel like I'm getting the vibes, even though I still feel like she has a very unconventional way of telling a story. Like, it's definitely very like fragmented, and it's not very like it's not like there's like an exposition rising action. Like, it's not like that. Like, it's very much like fragments of moments, and there's a lot of like stutters and stops and starts and things like that. But I am really enjoying this one a lot more. I think the pacing of this series overall is very questionable, I would say, but the romance is so good. Like, that is, I think, this series' biggest strength for me is Keaton and Suseño's relationship together. Not even just like their tension and the banter, but like their dynamic as characters and like the growth that they're experiencing. Like, because they live at the house that they live in, House Adana, it like responds to their emotions, and both of them have like synced up so much with each other that like the house like is synced to both of them at the same time. So like they both will be sad, or they both will be angry, or they both will desire each other, and it'll like go together. So that's really interesting. I really like that. And yeah, so it's really like interesting story. There's definitely like, I really like how the characters are flawed. They're very flawed. Like, to the point where you are yelling at your book. Like, you're like, why the fuck did you do that? Like, you're so annoying. Why would you do that? I don't like this person anymore. Like, why did you do that? You idiot. But then they do something and you empathize with them in the same breath. And so I think that's really like the push and pull of the story, is like, you do unforgivable things and you're like, oh, I don't even like this character anymore. And then they justify it by saying like, but I did it because human. I did it to save this person, or I did it to save myself, or I did it for this. And then you kind of forgive them, and that's kind of the nature of this story. So I find that very interesting. So yeah, there's a lot of play here. I really like it so far. It's definitely really readable. Like, I'm definitely sat. So I don't know if I'll update again. I might be going out later. So if I don't finish this today, I wouldn't be 100% surprised. But I'm still gonna try to finish it today. But I am getting a little tired of reading. To be fair, I've read like 500 pages in this all-nighter so far. So I'm getting a little antsy. I'm getting a little tired of sitting and listening to music and reading. So I might clock out at some point. It's my update for now. Gonna keep reading. Guys, they literally have anonymous letters that they wrote to each other that they both keep in their back pockets that they read when they're sad. That's crazy. Every time I think these characters have hit a new low, they go fucking lower. Like, I hate them so much, but like, I care about them, but like, I hate them. Like, what are you fucking doing? Keaton, girl, I wanna throw this book across the room. Why did she do that? Why did she do that? Now I'm pissed. Get him banned. Get him banned. Guys. Okay, hi guys, it is the next day and I just finished Eternal Ruin. I didn't give a lot of updates in this book, I know, but it's because I was sleep deprived as all hell while I read it. But I did really enjoy this book. I will say I liked it a lot more than Immortal Dark. I think that Tigaskarma's writing style was one that I had to get acquainted to with Immortal Dark and Eternal Ruin. I think through like both books, like it took me, I don't know what point I got like really into it, but I think I was like a little bit into this one when I like looked back at Immortal Dark and was like, yeah, I did really enjoy that book. Like, it was more like upon reflection that I was like, I did enjoy that book. I didn't think that I didn't like it when I finished it, but her storytelling is a little bit like not unconventional, but it's very like fragmented and it's very twisty, and it's not very structured in a traditional sense. At least I didn't find it to be. And it's very character driven and can be hard to follow because there's just so many characters. I really do enjoy the character work that's done in these stories. I find the characters to be very relatable, but also very aggravating because they are so human and they make mistakes that make you hate them. Like, you genuinely, like, you do not want to like these characters. Like, they do things that are so unforgivable that you genuinely hate them, and then 50 pages later you're like, oh my god, I love you so much. Like, I totally understand you. Like, you're so incredible and strong for going through what you went through. Like, you know what I mean? And then they do something completely unforgivable. Like, it's genuinely so, it's such a mind fuck to like have a character like literally like kill someone and then like kill off a fan favorite character and then do some like, you know, like do something drastically insane and then do something that like you would do. It's just so interesting. I really loved this one. Like, this one was really good. I do still think Immortal Dark was good, and when I said that I couldn't see how this would be a trilogy, I do see where we're going now. Like, I'm not saying that this was aimless. When I said that, I just meant that like the way that Tigaskarma tells stories, I didn't really understand like where things were going, I guess, just because of the pacing. Pacing is something that I find is a little bit of a struggle for me in these books. It's kind of a trust the process thing for me in these books. But I do have a lot of fun reading them because of that, because I never really know when things are going to pick up and when they're going to slow down, and that makes me want to keep reading. It's not really like boring in that sense because I always am waiting for things to pick up. I did really like the multi POVs in this. I'm really excited for the next book. It comes out this year. I'm not like dying to get to it like I am with the next book in the Legendborn series, but I am very excited for this. But yeah, I really do recommend this one as well. I recommend Legendborn as well. But that does conclude this vlog. So I really enjoyed this. I'm so sorry once again that this was supposed to be a Black History Month video, but I do still stand by that you should read books by Black authors all year round. That is why I still am posting this video and getting this video up, because I try to read books by Black authors all year round. So I hope that this maybe got you some good recs, maybe inspired you to pick up some books by Black authors. That's the end of the vlog. That's the end of the vlog. I do have plenty more vlogs coming in the coming weeks, so if you enjoyed, subscribe. Thank you for sticking around. Thanks for being a friend. Got my coffee. I'm gonna go live my life. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for being a friend, and I'll see you around.